Thank you, Kevin, and thank you. Many thanks to the National Operations Center of Excellence, our host for this CRSW webinar, and Talking Tim every month, the fourth Wednesday of every month. So, greetings all. I think most of us are afternoon, but just in case, good morning to those out west. And welcome to Crash Responder Safety Week All States Planning webinar. We have two fantastic presentations today for you to take advantage of, and some of the things you will hear are repetitive, but important nonetheless. And I want to make sure that as we approach CRSW week, November 17th through the 21st, that we give you all as many tools as possible to help you make a successful CRSW event in your jurisdiction, your state, your municipality, and us at USDOT. So with that, I'm going to say next slide. And this is the disclaimer that all of you, I'm sure, have seen. It's pretty clear. And even though we might mention a manufacturer or some other technology that's owned by another organization or what have you, we in the federal government cannot endorse any one in particular. So we're just sharing information here. Next slide. Keep signing in, please, in the chat pod. Name, organization, and what your title is, if you can, please. I see we're approaching 100 participants, which is fantastic. So today, our agenda, obviously the welcome and where we're at right now. We're going to do a recap of webinars, recent webinars, and then we're going to have, like I said, two presentations, one from the great state of Missouri. I say Missouri, some people say Missouri, and the great state, excuse me, of Wisconsin. And I'll introduce the presenters here when the time comes. And then we're going to talk timeline and next steps. Next slide. So the webinar, as over the past many years, we've really pushed to get you as well as your, it's fine if you are the public information officer for your state DOT or other organization, public safety or otherwise, communications information officer. But this webinar is really to get those folks involved, and hopefully you work in collaboration with them to make a successful CRSW. The communities, including transportation, law enforcement, fire, EMS, rescue, public works, and towing, obviously are our primary stakeholders. And we definitely want to keep teaching or educating our young drivers through motor vehicle administrations and state highway safety offices. Obviously, this presentation is, again, to facilitate the sharing of our plans for state, regional, local agencies and associations. I'll share more about what we're going to be doing at the federal level at USDOT. Hopefully, if everything pans out, which I don't see that it won't, but we're still in a little bit of a state of flux, and we'll see what kind of actual event we do at USDOT headquarters. So next slide. So I'm sorry. So the history again right now, as I said, this year we're in our 10th anniversary, as the 10-year anniversary of CRSW, as the third bullet shows. The actual week itself is the 17th through the 21st. We started CRSW back in 2016, and it's been a success. And because of officials, professionals, champions, and leaders like all of you that have invested the time and work with your agencies and your partners in traffic incident management to make it a success. During the week, you can see right there, we spotlight every road user and what they should do when approaching a roadway incident. Believe it or not, people just think it's police fire. They don't understand the intensity and the work that goes into managing roadway incidents, crashes, and other incidents to clear them as fast as possible. First and foremost, take care of the injured and allow motorists to be on their way and complete their trips to wherever it may be, and ultimately to get home at the end of the day, night, whatever the case may be. The practices of what Tim practices definitely make safe responders and all road users. And one of the primary tools in our tool chest, if you will, or arsenal, is the National TIM Responder Training, which I believe is now over 800,000 responders trained. But we have a quest to train well over 1 million. The next generation TIM technologies for saving lives, that is part of the Everyday Counts 7 project that is going to end next February, has been a huge success with 46 states participating. Many of you that are here today with us have made it a success and adopted and are expanding a lot of those technologies, such as advanced warning, debris removal systems, unmanned aerial systems, and other technologies. Next slide. So CRSW actions for you. We want you and all local agencies to participate in what we call CRSW Ally in Action. It's an initiative that brings us all together and allows all of us to share what we're doing for this special week. And it's an easy form to fill out. I think we're at about a dozen or so states, associations that have signed up. And these 9 bullets here are just some of the things that we're here committed to helping you, like I said earlier, be successful and expand on. If you're already doing it, which I know a lot of you are, as I said, it's somewhat redundant, repetitive from every year to year, but it's still the good practices and the good things that we need to do. And there's a bunch of others that aren't on here, by the way. You guys are all very creative and talented folks, and your public affairs offices and others, I'm sure, can help and do some really cool things that we'll touch on here a little bit later in our presentation. So next slide. So these are specific actions, if you will, for agencies, whether you're a DOT, law enforcement, DMV or Motor Vehicle Administration, some of the things that are being done. Again, redundant, but extremely important to continue doing and growing. Um, whether you're doing them in-person events like at the traffic operations centers, we've had not only rest stops, gas stations, even stadiums where some states have held events, and obviously goals to set, training, do mass trainings, and all kinds of advertising and marketing, if you will, for CRSW. We have a dear friend out in New Mexico that just recently told Vishali and I that they were working to try to get like Walmart and I forget the other organization to put banners, if you will, on the sides or the back of their trucks. Those are just some of the creative things. And I know you guys remember Dr. Harden, James Harden from the state of Arizona, Department of Health and EMS office, who's done similar things with, I believe it's pizza shops. And I don't know if it's Domino's or what, but Dr. Harden is always thinking and is very creative. And we can't thank him enough for all his efforts. So you can see bumper stickers. I mean, there's so many different things, posters, etc. Next slide. So we had 22 last year proclamations, governor proclamations, governor signed proclamations. And then we had, this is a list to the right here of local agencies, some of them metropolitan planning organizations that have also developed their own proclamations. And so it's not just state or municipal proclamations, ladies and gentlemen. You as an association can do a proclamation, and all you have to do is get working on it with your team and get it done. And then we ask respectfully that you share that with us for our records. But one day this map will be 100% blue, and as you'll see on our next slide, we're shooting for 35 this year. So do everything you can to help us hit that 35, and if not more. Again, the 100 plus goal of that we'd like to see for the Allies in Action sign up, very important. And that information sharing that I mentioned earlier in those slides is what it's all about. And so we're all partners, right? Traffic incident management is all about relationships, and it's all about what we can do collectively to save lives. I guess, improve mobility and reliability of our nation's roadways, I guess is the right way to say it. So we're shooting for over 1 million in the social media realm. Federal Highway has its own social media experts in our Office of Public Affairs, and I know they're going to be doing their part as well. We also have the PSAs, public safety announcements, that we talked about in a previous all states planning, which you'll see in a minute on the next couple of slides, that you can reach out to Sean, the gentleman with iHeartRadio. And I believe it's at no cost to you. So that's one big way of doing it. And I think there's already a number of states that are working with Sean, I believe. Next slide. Thanks, Michael. So here you go. Here's the top statement is something that the great state of Maryland is doing. And you talk about, well, you can see it right there, their goal and then their actual performance for that Thank a Responder Day. This is being very creative. This is what we're talking about. And please don't take me wrong. But it's not just about putting messages up on message boards. That's great. That is great. Okay. But there are a lot of other ways to reach the public throughout your state. And so think out of the box. The second one is, as I mentioned, iHeartRadio, who presented last month, I believe, or the month before, in an attempt to help with public service announcements regarding Tim, and the contact information there for Sean Sullivan. You can reach out and collaborate with Sean. We encourage you to. Next slide. So just to recap, back in June, our first national committee meeting. Then in July, our first all states planning. And then we also, distribute or disseminate information about CRSW every chance we get. I did it today on the Operations Council meeting that I presented on, covering for a colleague of mine, Sharon Cuevas, who may be with us here today, but every chance we get. So we just wanted to show you a little bit of the background so far. Next slide, you'll see, I believe, some of the results, okay? In the June webinar, we presented these four, I should say, themes or slogans for this year, for 2025, 10-year anniversary of CRSW. And as you can see, the winner is that top one. Safety starts with you, slow down, move over. However, we eliminated the stay alert. I forgot. I thought we weren't going to show this slide, but we did. It's okay. Next slide. Here it is. This is the slide I really wanted to show. It's my fault. But these were the 5 suggested slogans. And like I said, the first one, safety starts with you, slow down and move over, won the contest, if you will. So it's official. I'm letting you know, as the leader of CRSW at Federal Highway, that is our slogan for the 10-year anniversary of CRSW. Once again, safety starts with you, slow down and move over. And I want to thank everyone that participated in this exercise over the past 2-3 months to get us to where we are now with our official slogan. So again, thank you all very much. Next slide. So the day of the week social media outreach, as you can see, like in previous years, we have a focus message or area for every day of the week. If you're wondering, on Monday, those of you who are familiar, we've done the kickoff webinar usually on that Monday. This year will be no different. It may not be as lengthy activity, but we're going to try to do the proclamation signing, virtual proclamation signing, and on that Monday for the nation to follow and view and get us kicked off for CRSW week. The rest of the days are self-explanatory: driver education Tuesday, the training, going back to the mass training events. Start talking with your Tim training contacts to see if you can do 1, 2, 3, 10, however many. And also Thursday, more than a crash, which is in reference to the fact that Tim is not just collisions or wrecks or car crashes. It's about other incident types like debris on the road and medical emergencies and all those things that our wonderful responder community responds to. Um, and you can focus on Thursday for messaging regarding those types of incidents, including crashes, obviously. And then right back to Friday, we're going right back to slow down, move over, and hashtag CRSW. Let's let's make this year extra special since it's our 10-year anniversary, 35 plus proclamations, etc. So